Attunements in Deepwoken are basically elements, and these attunements pretty much make up the game. It's pretty straightforward with attunements. Flame Charm, you set them on fire. Frost Draw, you freeze them. Yeah, you get the gist of it. But what if you want to be different, like, I'm nothing like y'all? You have attunement paths, which is the same element, but you use it in a different way. And I'm going to be talking about all 6 attunement paths you could go as of now. With Flame Charm, you're able to burn people with fire, and you're capable of making explosions. But with Lava Serpent, it replaces burn and explosions with eruptions from below. It procs from anything Flame Charm related, and can be very annoying, especially when your whole screen could be turned orange. All of the Lava Serpent talents are good, but the most notable ones in my opinion is Flashpoint making burning possible again, Molten Defense being completely free, and the floor is lava, leaving behind pools of lava that do damage. Did you know it used to stun before? I wonder who at Monad Studios thought that was a good idea. Of course the downside is you can't use explosions anymore, but other than that it's really good for applying pressure, and it's really good at making a whole bunch of particles. So I guess you have that going for you. And yeah, that's it. Lava Serpent is good. It's fun to use, but it's annoying to go against. Frost Draw has the ability to proc chill, which slows them down, and with some mantras and talents you can proc freeze. And with crystallization, you get to apply crystals that do more damage when they explode, which you could do by block breaking them or multi-hit frost moves.
Hi, I'm a minion from
This is the only path with mantras, which is Crystal Knee and Crystal Impale. Also, crystallization was blue before. The talents are decent, with Crystal Shrapnel making crystal explosions AoE, and Reclaimed Glass granting elemental resistance for 10 seconds. What I can say though is that crystallization is really good for PvE, especially in layer 2. I'd say crystallization is good for PvP and PvE. Thundercall, you apply shock and you stun them. But with Surge, you overload them by adding these pins on your opponent's body. There are 4 talents that make up this path. Ride Circuits that apply sap after you overload your opponent. Catalytic Strike making it so you could overload your opponent when posture breaking them. Closed Circuit applying additional damage. And Human Battery using your opponent as your ether bar. I don't really have anything else to say about Surge Path. It's a nice addition to Thundercall and it's blurple, but I feel like it is underpowered compared to the other paths we have. And it doesn't really switch up the gameplay for Thundercall. Regardless, it's still a good pick, but I prefer the blue Thundercall from old Deepwoken. Yeah.
He was wasting on my time.
Gale Breath applies Suffocation, which disables your opponent's mantras. Specter replaces Suffocation for applying Apparitions, that applies more pressure onto your opponent. Specter also has a gauge bar which you could build up by landing Gale Breath mantras. You can use your gauge bar on Phantom Step, which improves your speed and dodge. And if you have Vanishing Wraith, you can use your aerial M1s to teleport to your opponent. And Possession could be rewarding, granting you a buff for landing an apparition. I think Specter is one of the more unique paths you could go in Deepwoken. It encourages a more aggressive playstyle, which I think is good, even with the trade-off of not having Suffocation. I think Apparition still does it justice, especially with Specter having its own gauge. It rewards the player for landing Gale Breath mantras, and in my opinion it's just as good as Suffocation. Twisted Puppets is the only path that uses 2 attunements, those 2 being Flame Charm and Shadow Cast. It summons puppets that are slow but explode on contact, and it could apply pressure. These puppets can home towards your opponent when they're on fire. They can also go faster when an explosion happens, and it can even proc burn, along with any other Flame Charm talents. Burning Sacrifice is just there, and that's if you want to take it. Twisted Puppets is a cool concept, but it feels more like a Flame Charm path more than a Shadow Cast, especially with how the talents are handled. I get that it's trying to combine Flame Charm and Shadow Cast, but if only Flame Charm is gonna change, then what's the real point of Shadow Cast being there? It's just an unnecessary requirement at that point. I'm not gonna lie, my Vegas Pro crashed. I lost all my progress because I forgot to save. Now I lost all my progress. I'm really frustrated. I'm really mad. I'm just gonna go through this very fast. Okay, go. Iron Sink, you put rods in them, no homo. What's the trade-off with Scrapsinger? There is none. You still put rods in them. Matter of fact, you just steal armor from them. With your flourish, with your critical, you also get to be Gilgamesh. Why? Because, oh wow, that's so cool. And if you land the Gilgamesh blades, you get more damage. Slightly more damage, it says it right there. Refine and reuse. Basically, more defense. Less pen against you, more survival. And reshape and remold, more damage. That's basically it. You get more damage. And that's pretty much Scrapsinger. There's no reason not to go if you're going Iron Sink. There's practically no downside to it. It's just a free upgrade. Hello. Sorry about that last part. I was irritated in the moment. Let me know in the comments what your favorite attunement path is, and if there's anything I missed out on. Also, happy 4th of July, if you celebrate Independence Day. I'm gonna go now. Have a good day. Or try to have one, I guess.